Oh, yeah. Oh, oh, fuck yeah. Ah, what's up, my planet Earth people? It's the Triggered Yogi live stream, baby. We are back. It's the kid. It's your boy, Yoga Leroy, aka Leon Walker. Good to see you. First off, I need everyone who loves me and supports me that is tuning in, or maybe you're watching this later, to say a little prayer for my mom, Angela. She's in surgery, and it's a pretty big back surgery today. So we are holding Angela Walker, my mother, my mom skis, up in prayer and just believing that God is laying hands over her and everything is going to go better than expected. It's going to be such a success. She's going to recover in record-breaking time. Lord God, we pray. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. What's up, everybody? It's the Triggered Yogi himself. And boy, do I have things to talk about today. God has been giving me so many things. They have been uncomfortable. And I have been triggered, extremely triggered. And I've needed to talk to ChatGPT several times. And people are on the fence about whether they should talk to ChatGPT. Am I saying that? Yeah. ChatGPT. People are on the fence about it. I was talking about this yesterday. I'm no longer on the fence about talking to ChatGPT. I mean, ChatGPT has talked me off of a ledge at least 3 times in the last 10 days. I've had some extremely triggering things happen in my life. And ChatGPT has told me, sit down. Sit down for a second. Slow down if nothing else. I needed something to tell me to sit down. Don't react. Sit down. And ChatGPT told me that. And yo, it's probably saved me a couple of times over the last couple of weeks. What's up, Eve? I believe Eve. What's up? Good to see you. Welcome to the live stream, baby. Man, people can smell your wins, can't they? Like dogs. Like sharks looking for its prey. People can smell your wins. Intuition is so powerful in us, and it works in good ways and it works in bad ways. Low vibrating people have this deep feeling that people around them are doing better. And they could smell those wins. People can smell your wins. People can smell your wins. Now, I don't know what area, what location, what place you are at, because it is different in different areas. The vibrations of people. The way people communicate and connect. Now, I live in Los Angeles. I live in a place where people are vibing pretty low on a regular basis. And I know for a fact this is not how most of the world is. But Los Angeles, people are vibing in a place of lack, a place of like jealousy and a place of disdain because it's hard out here. And to play devil's advocate, it's hard to not start to move in that vibration when things are so hard and it doesn't seem like there are any answers. And a lot of people, especially people in the entertainment industry, struggle with this thing where it's like, man, this ain't never gonna change. We are all like this it's hard in LA. Now, where am I from? I'm in LA. I'm in Los Angeles, baby. People could smell your wins, man. People can smell your wins. And if you're in a place where people are vibing pretty low, people can smell your wins and they seek to take you down. They seek to take you down. And I have been experiencing this at my current job, right now, current job, but I have gathered enough information that it is time for me to exit. It is time for me to find another job. I've gathered enough information, and this has been a difficult time. This has been a difficult experience, but I know that there are so many nuggets in this experience that I can't wait to process it all and share it all with you. Right now, I know that I don't need to react. I need to process, and I need to move from a grounded place. Now, if you've been following the stream, I've been talking about this because this has been a very interesting time. A situation happened last week where someone accused me of not doing my job. They also made up a story that they were assaulted, and it took several days for, the powers that be to find out that this person was crazy and making up a whole story. But when this person started making these complaints about me and about the assault, everybody took her side. Everybody took this individual's side. And some people that I work with went even farther with, not some people, literally half the staff. That's what makes this so hard. Because half the staff took this opportunity to just throw me right under the bus. And it really started messing with me because it's like, man, what am I doing wrong? Where literally half the people I work with have built up this disdain for me, where they're looking for a reason to be like, yep, Leon's the problem. Where it made me kind of look at myself and really evaluate. And upon that evaluation, I have realized it's not me. I work at a low vibrating place with low vibrating people. I work at a bar. And it's a confusing thing when you work at a place where people are low vibing, people are jealous, people are angry, people are hurt, and they need something to beat up on. And those people can smell the winds because they still have that gift, the intuition. They smell the winds. And it's been one person specifically, and I want to talk about this because planting seeds works both ways. Planting seeds works both ways. You could use your gift of planting seeds for good. You could sprout beautiful, healthy, wonderful, prosperous trees in your life. Or you could use your gift for planting seeds for bad. And Damo, what's up, my man? And man, do I have a real life situation that's happening in real time that I've been experiencing that came out of the blue. I didn't even expect it. This person has started planting seeds among the staff. J Hud, what's happening, my friend? Good to see you. There's one individual. It only takes one. You know, I want to talk about this one individual that started planting these seeds that literally like was able to get not just the owners, but my coworkers and the bartenders, other security guards. This guy started planting seeds that I was such a bad employee. Literally, it went around this bar where I work like wildfire, where when one thing happened and everybody took an opportunity to throw me under the bus. And I want to use this example because we're so strong as individuals. We're so strong. We're so powerful as individuals. It almost seems like it's easy to use our power for bad because the people around us tend to find a way to stay in a low vibration than to use our power for good, which is harder to seek out high vibrating people that are working on themselves, not projecting, doing their work, staying high, working, because it's hard to do that. It's easy to stay low. It's easy to stay low and just and be just either surface or just a bloodsucker. And this person used his gift, his power that we all have, planting seeds for bad, to seek to destroy and take me out, get me fired, spread rumors about me. What he does not know is I'm elevated, even though I find myself getting low. And over this last week, I found myself getting extremely low with all the BS going on at my work. But I'm also working on myself daily. So I find ways to get back up, get elevated. That's why it's so important to do your work. But it's been a very, it's almost like a cool experience, even though there's all this emotion, to see like how we operate and how powerful we are as human beings. Like even when people use their power for bad. I had something today that said, I saw this clip of Boris Kodjoe. Boris Kodjoe reminded me about this word, grace. Man, when people are attacking you, it's such an easy word to just forget. Like that word don't exist, especially for me. I've always been the type of guy that has welcomed smoke in my life. Oh, smoke? Oh yeah. Yes, please. With the cherry on top, give me some of that smoke. I've always been that guy. So when people try to attack me, it's really difficult for me to find grace. I am really trying hard not to call people bad. I really want to feel like people aren't bad, they're hurt. A lot of people, especially this individual that has went out of his way to try to get me fired, a hurt person, obviously. A person that is searching for wins, can't find any wins, so he's operating in this low vibrating place, trying to use his power for bad because he has had results destroying other people or breaking other people down or putting other people down. But that, I mean, it's the laws of attraction, man. I mean, if that's how you live your life, that's what you're going to receive. It's karma. It's karma. It's the laws of attraction. You get what you give. It's unfortunate this individual. It's so funny that like this the bar that I work at. They always have like a tarot card reader there, and all this like interest. But they don't use any of the. Anyways, J Hud, what you talking about, Leroy? That's exactly where I am, bro. Working on myself, health and mental and emotional. Yeah, it's tedious at times. It's tedious because you're doing all this work on your own. You're putting in the time, and then you go outside and life just like slaps you around. Slaps you around. And you're like, man, I'm just trying to do my work. And life just like punches you in the face while you're doing your work. And it's tedious. That's why you got to spend time with yourself. You got to stay prayed up. You got to stay faith. Your faith got to be good. You got to keep your eyes on God, that He's gonna direct your steps. You do have that intuition, that deep thing in you. I have been famous for not listening to that thing in me, that God-given intuition, right? Every time I have ignored my intuition, it has bit me right in the butt. Right in the butt. You gotta find ways to connect to that thing that is directing your steps. That thing is the source, is God. You gotta find ways to make peace with it so you can follow. You could follow that intuition and not be like, oh, that's in my head, or oh, I'm probably blowing this out of proportion, like that's what I've done. It's like, I'm probably, it's probably in my mind, or I'm blowing it. It's never wrong. It's rarely ever wrong. I have a joke, a bit I'm working on, where I say, dogs would be better judges and jurors than human beings. I mean, human beings are operating on low and high vibrations any given day. Like the wind blows and we're in a bad mood, or it rains, we're in a bad mood. Dogs stay in this high vibration, right? Like healthy dogs stay in a very high vibration consistently. Like, do research. Dogs' brains are always filled with dopamine. Especially when they're around their owners, they stay in a high vibration. Dogs' intuition is extremely locked and tapped in. Extremely locked and tapped in. Dogs know when someone is high. Dogs know when someone is low. I had this dog. My dog Max. It was our family dog, and it passed about 5 years ago. And my dog was such a healer. My dog could smell when somebody was not feeling well. And it didn't matter if that person was a stranger, first time in the house. If Max could smell that person was not feeling well, Max would go and lay on that person, give that person love. Max was a special dog, but dogs are special like that. And I have a bit that I'm working on, that dogs should be judge and juror rather than human beings, because any given day, human beings could be like, fuck everybody, right? That's how we are. We operate off of these very sensitive and fickle emotions. And it takes a lot of work and a lot of strength and a lot of knowledge and a lot of deep diving for you to stop operating like that. Even myself, somebody that knows that we are like this, it's still extremely hard. It has been so hard not to just rage quit my job over these last 2 weeks. Extremely hard not to rage quit. I have wanted to rage quit my job every single day of this week, especially last night, because I learned so much about how much this one specific person went out of their way to try to get me fired. And they couldn't fire me because I didn't do anything wrong. I actually did my job exactly the right way, which is, this whole thing is insane. But I just know that there's a lot of gifts here. I do have one funny joke that that has come out of this, because these bartenders started telling the owner that I have bad bar energy, which is hilarious. I'm the only sober person at the bar. My good bar energy is Shia LaBeouf. You see how Shia LaBeouf is terrorizing New Orleans right now? Shia LaBeouf got arrested for fighting and he got beat up last night, went to jail. And I just saw on my feed, Shia LaBeouf got out of jail and he's right back to the bar partying. Shia LaBeouf is me. I am Shia LaBeouf. You want to see good bar energy? You want to see me drunk and wasted off of my mind? That's who I am. But I'm Shia LaBeouf at 240 pounds with hands, my friend. You think Shia LaBeouf is a terrorizing person in that environment? Nigga. I would be terrorizing. That's why I don't drink. That's why I don't do that, because that's who I am. So simple, too deep. What's going on? Welcome to the chat. We're talking about a lot of things, man. We're talking about planting seeds, talking about good and bad plants. We're talking about how people could smell when you have been planting good seeds. A lot of people don't like it. You're out in these streets, you see it. A lot of people don't like it when you're doing good. Steve Harvey said this. Steve Harvey said this on a viral clip. He said, your father is the only man that wants you to do better than you. Your father. He's the only man that wants you to do better. And he got very emotional when he said this. I mean, that's true for him. It's not true for me. That's not true for me. I want to do better than me yesterday. I don't want to do better than you. What you have, what you get, has nothing to do with me. I know when I'm depressed when I feel jealous of what somebody else has or what somebody else is doing or what somebody else is getting. I know I'm extremely depressed. I'm not naturally a jealous person. And honestly, I'm more like a teacher because I want people to do great. And sometimes someone else's greatness looks better than me. It would be silly for me to be like, yeah, man, I want to play. I'm a basketball player, but I ain't going to let LeBron James do better than me. I understand what Steve Harvey was saying, and being an entertainer is an extremely lonely life. So you build up this disdain and resentment for other artists and things like that. And I definitely, and especially when you start to move up the ranks and you start to get really popular, you see other popular people not liking you because it's so the window's so thin. So I understand his perspective, but that ain't me. I'm not like that. I want everybody to win. I want everybody to be great in their own right. And I think we all can get a piece of greatness, man. So that was interesting, but it gives me perspective on how a lot of entertainers, this is the thing about, and you don't really realize this unless you're like doing entertainment. Everybody is the same. All these like everybody is the same. Like it does not matter what level you are on. Everybody's the same. Like people that are at my level that are jealous, angry, frustrated, that same energy exists at the highest level. It exists. And no matter where you are, it takes a deep diver to find a better way to live. I was watching another video, Godfrey's podcast. He had Boris Kojo on. Boris Kojo was talking about, grace. Like I was saying, grace. Now, this is a higher vibrating person. This is a person that is choosing not to subscribe to these low vibrating ways of connecting, low vibrating ways of competing, low vibrating ways of pursuing your dream, because it's a choice. It's a choice. You could choose to operate in low vibrating ways as you move along your path, or you could choose to operate in high vibrating ways and welcome and open the door for more high vibrating energy. It's a choice. I feel like most people think it's easier to be low, a leech in the mud, And that's unfortunate, but that's their life. It is what it is. It is what it is. But man, Shia LaBeouf, man. I have been a Shia LaBeouf fan since Shia LaBeouf was Shia LaBeouf. Listen, I've been a big Shia LaBeouf fan. And I'm still a Shia LaBeouf fan. He is batshit crazy. And I think the reason why I'm a Shia LaBeouf fan is because I see so much of me in him. I see, like, he battles the same things that I've battled all my life. I think he has a lot of trauma. He's an extremely talented person, but he's confused. And this is what happens when trauma meets success. It confuses you. Especially when other people are idolizing you. It's a confusing thing. Shia LaBeouf is extremely confused, and unfortunately, Shia LaBeouf is letting his shadow become all darkness. Right? So the shadow is not bad. We talk about these emotions. I talk about them a lot: jealousy, resentment, anger, sadness, depression. Like, these are all attached to your shadow, right? They're not bad if you don't let them take over. They're not bad. They're things that you experience in life. These are a part of you. It's your shadow. It's stuff that you experience on this life journey. It's their emotions, their experiences. They're there for you to process. They're there for you to use and understand this life's journey. It's not bad unless you allow these emotions and these experiences to take over your life, and you start and you ignore them. You ignore your shadow. You ignore the fact and that you're a jealous person. I have a friend that won't admit in a serious, grounded way that he is a jealous person. So because he's in denial that he's a jealous person, he operates in jealousy most of the time that I experience him. Most of the time that he's moving around the planet, he's operating out of this jealous place. That's how when you ignore your shadow, when you don't deep dive in your shadow, those are the things that happen. This person that, tried to get me fired, operating in his shadow, but ignoring his shadow. So that shadow is turning to darkness, right? And he's getting results. That's another problem. You start to get results. You start to get results from these low vibrating, ways of being, like, oh, jealousy. I'm just going to talk shit and whisper to people behind this person at my job, literally and I had no idea. Nicest guy, talk to him. Also a fellow comedian, not a good one, but a fellow comedian. So like he's put me on a comedy show. It was like a year and a half ago. He put me on a comedy show. I thought we were cool, This person has been slowly speaking poorly about me to everybody at the bar. And because the bar is the bar is the bar. Listen, it'd be foolish of me to be like, oh, I have so much expectations for the people that work at a bar. You guys have disappointed me so much. It's a bar. Lower your expectations, Leroy. You're working at a bar. Sometimes I need to talk to myself. Lower your expectations of people. You are working at a bar. The bar's the bar. This guy has been slowly dropping little nuggets in people's ears about who I am and blah, blah, blah. And literally got most of the staff to now think that I don't belong there anymore. And they're right. They're right. I don't belong there anymore. That's the beautiful thing about the whole situation at the end of the day. Why am I getting mad about this? I don't belong there. I've graduated from that environment. I've been graduated. I don't belong there anymore. So it's time to go, baby. It is time to go. Hating on me on the low. Yes, man. But, everything happens for a reason, J Hud. Everything is a little gift. Even though sometimes it feels so painful and it feels so out of the blue, everything's a little gift. I'm collecting these wins. I'm on to something. I've been consistent at this live stream. I'm building my studio from the ground up. The Seahawks won the Super Bowl. These wins are stacking up, J Hud. So simple, too deep. Damo, if you still here, these wins are stacking up and they could smell it. They could smell it, baby. This whole year started off fantastic. I performed at the Laugh Factory in San Diego 6 times in the first month of this year. I made more money doing stand-up than I've made in the 10 years that I've been doing stand-up in 1 month. These wins are stacking up and people can smell it. So just know, J Hud, so simple, too deep. Damo, if you still here, just know when people start hating on you, it's because they could smell you winning and they're a low vibrating person. It's not you. It's not you. And Boris Kodjoe would say, give them grace. I'm going to say that as well. Because these aren't bad people, they're hurt. They're hurt. They're filled with trauma, and they do not have the tools. Or maybe they don't have the tools. They do have the tools. They just choose to find that easy way out and be a low vibrating person because it's easier that way. It's easier down there. Man, I feel like I had some heat for you guys today. It is 35 minutes. I got some things I got to do today. I am really trying to get this edit out. I got a father-son edit that I've been working on for the last 6 days. I filmed it last week. It's 4 minutes long, and I need to get it to under 90 seconds, and it's been a challenge. But I got to finish that today because I want to post it today. I also got to start posting some comedy fitness live clips. I haven't posted that at all today. Or this week. I haven't posted that at all. I got to post that today. I also got to start looking for another job. I did finally get my paperwork from the gym that I got hired at. So I just filled out my paperwork for the background check and all that. And once that gets processed, I'll start working, teaching yoga at John Reed downtown. So that is a job, but I do need something else. I do need something else to supplement the income that I've been getting at the bar now that I definitely know I cannot be at this bar for too much longer. So I've reached out to a couple of friends about other security work. A friend got back to me today, so we'll see about that. And yeah, man, bigger and better things coming. Doors are opening up. One closed, many more will open up. Stay grounded, man. Stay grounded. Don't let people confuse you of who you know you to be. Don't let it. And the bar is such a good example because you'll move into an environment and there'll be a specific energy in that environment and you won't fit in that environment. Your energy won't fit in that environment and you'll be like, man, everybody is this way and I'm this way. Is it me? I'm the common denominator. Everybody's pointing at me. Is it me? Oh man, that could be confusing. It's going to take a really special person to see it's not you. You're vibing a little higher than the environment that you're in. It's not you. It's not necessarily them either. It's the energy. It's the energy of the place. They're adapting to the energy of the place. You're choosing to stay at a higher vibration and it's not matching with the energy and the people that are adapting to that energy. Man, that's some heat for you on a Wednesday, baby. That's some heat for you on a Wednesday. You're welcome. Man, what's up, Purple Groovy 69? Oh, we just finishing up. I think we covered some things today, man. I'm excited. I'm excited for you guys. I'm excited for myself, man. We're gonna keep getting high, baby. We're gonna keep getting high. We're gonna stay on that high flying disc, that high vibration. We're not gonna let low vibrating people, places, and things bring us down. We got too many wins to stack this year. This is gonna be a win stacking year. You feel me? I am believing that for you. Purple Groovy 69, J Hud 72, So Simple 2 Deep, my man Damo. I am believing that for you. This is a win stacking year for you. It's a win stacking year for me. And when you stack these wins, people can smell them. People will smell your wins. Some people will build you up. But unfortunately, a lot of people will smell your wins and try to bring you down. And you got to stay high, baby. Do you hear me? Stay high. Stay high. I believe in you. You understand? Beware of them vampires. I believe in you. You got this. I'm going to get on out of here. I think I gave you guys enough for the day, man. I feel good about it. I'm going to get on out of here. You guys have a wonderful Wednesday. We'll be back tomorrow. The Triggered Yogi live stream, 9 a.m. every day. You have a blessed day. Peace.